Hi again, everybody. Welcome to the Early Bird. We're going to talk about this disaster of a game yesterday. As I don't know. Look, I know it's 3-0 over there, folks, and the same series. Both are 3-0. But for me, this series over in the East is just a lot more exciting, a lot more intense, and the truth is, just feels like a lot more competitive than what Dallas is doing. Dallas, and if you look at the numbers, they kind of look like they're in this series, but what I see psychologically, they're not in this series mentally. And that's what's really, I believe, going on in this series. You know, sometimes when a team gets older, and Dallas is getting older, especially their core, right? This is kind of what happens, is that they just can't handle it no more. And this is why we've seen, I think, the frustration blow over yesterday. That did. So let's take a look at it, and we'll talk a bit about it. Here we go. Golden Knights shut out the Stars in Game 3. 1 win from the Cup final, as we see. Pretty easy win, really. 4-0 Vegas. The numbers? The Stars, you would think in this game, looking at these numbers, were in this game. But I'm telling you, psychologically, they just weren't in this game. It's bizarre. They outshoot the Golden Knights, handing it to them on a silver platter, 34-16. Look at them on the faceoffs too. The Stars wide edge in the faceoffs, 61% to 39. The Golden Knights 1 for 6 on the power play. The Stars 0 for 2. They had 20 hits, but the Stars only had 21. And folks, they should have had in a game like this 50 hits. They want their season to stay alive. The Golden Knights had 20 blocks. The Stars had 15. 6 giveaways for the Knights, and the Stars had 9. Shots on goal. First period, 11-10 Dallas. Second period, 9-4 Dallas. Third period, 14-2 Dallas for that 34-16 edge. Wide edge. Scoring. Marchessault opens it up at 1:11. Again, Oettinger useless again from Eichel and Barbashev. That early into the game, and the momentum is just gone. And then, of course, their captain loses his mind, cross-checks Stone in the neck while he's on the ice, which was ridiculous. He should get more than one game. I don't even know if he got a suspension, but he should get more than one game for what he did. Then the Knights make it 2-0. Barbashev from Roy at 5:57 on the power play. He took a 5-minute major in that sequence that you guys, I'm sure, seen. And then at 7:10, Oettinger's game, and I hope his playoffs, come to an end. Carrier scores from Blueger and Kolesar at 7:10. Vegas has a 3-0 lead on just 5 shots on Oettinger, who just seems, folks, like, I don't know. I got no explanation for what's happened to that guy. Second period, Pietrangelo from Barbashev and Roy at 8:28 makes it 4-0 Vegas. Halfway through the game almost, and that would be the scoring for the night. That was it. Game over. Now, this was a hard game to watch, and yeah, that's why honestly I got motivated, even though I'm feeling about 85% now. Why I made those videos, guys. I just couldn't take watching. I can't watch a team when I don't care what the numbers say. I can tell they've given up mentally. I can't stand watching that. And that's what's going on with this team. And that's on the coach. Okay? That's on the coach. This team's good enough in this series. They should be possibly winning this series 2-1, and they're down 3-0. And they've been handing it to Vegas, saying, here, we can't handle the pressure. You take it from us. That's just how it feels watching this. And it's not normal. And especially Oettinger, too. Oettinger, folks, is getting worse and worse and worse as this play. This is why I've been picking on him, if you've noticed lately. Like, before this game, I was telling you guys that I don't know anymore with Oettinger and Nets. I don't think it's a good idea. They should go with, I don't care who it is. Go with anybody. Just don't go with Oettinger. Like, they really, Oettinger right now is not going to win you the game. He's not. And my guess is DeBoer will start him in Game 4, and they'll score early again on him, because it's not happening this year with him. Last year, what I seen with Oettinger was awesome. Who didn't fall in love with that goaltending that we seen in that Calgary series last year? Yeah, they still lost, though. Let's keep that in mind. They still lost. People say, "Wow, look how good he played in that series." Yeah, but he still let in that goal, Game 7 in overtime. Did he recover from that? I question these things when I see this kind of goaltending, guys. It doesn't make any sense that a guy that looked that awesome for that period of time then just fell off a cliff. That's really what I see in this series. It just feels like he fell off a cliff. Anyway, we'll see what happens in Game 4 with this. My guess is they're going out 4 straight, but I wouldn't cut out Carolina, folks. Carolina in that series looked mentally strong. That team looks mentally strong, and I could see the tide turning in that series. As great as everything's going for Florida, that's the type of team that the Carolina team maybe could start turning things around with 1 win. So I hope they put them out of their misery in Game 4. So we'll see that one later on. All right, guys, done for this one, and I shall see you possibly tonight, but I'm sure I will be glued to the Game 4. This is going to be a fun one for sure, with Bobrovsky and Tkachuk and all this happening. And let's keep in mind, what is it they said? They've lost like 15 games in a row or something in the conference final. Is that right? That they've lost like 15 and they've been swept out the last. Because I remember they made it there a few years after they won the cup. They lost, and I believe it was. Can't remember who it was to. It wasn't Boston, was it? No, I can't remember. But that's bizarre. Boston beat them just recently, which I forgot about. I thought this current bunch hadn't made the conference final. They did, but when a team loses 4 straight, you tend to forget it just a few years later, right? So we'll see tonight, guys. Go Panthers. See you then.